Alright, I guess it's a small update time. I'm prepping the components to be printed, as you can tell right here. Give me a second. Right here, highlighted, I have the feet. As you can tell, as you can tell right here, it's I already prepped out, put all the parts on the sheets I need. It's all ready to print. But I'm also working on the leg, which is this part right here. And this is where it's going to stop right here at this little line right here. It'll be the same for this side right here. Basically how I do this is I start with the feet and then I go with the legs. I start with one foot, one leg, another foot, the other leg. And then I normally go for the main body superstructure or whatever you call it right here. And then I go for the arms. I'm going to exclude the hands for last. And then I normally will either go for the head. I'll either go for the head or the arms. At that point, I think I'll go for I think I'll actually build the head, then the hair, then the hands, because the hands are going to take me a long ass time to build. And then I'm going to build the headphones, which luckily, due to the way this model is designed, the headphones are actually completely removable, which are right here. And I already pre-prepped them for print a while back, and I never did print them. So if I wanted to, I can make my own pair of headphones if I wanted. I don't think I'm going to do that yet though, because I want to get D.ve built first before I actually do anything else. So as you can tell, I have some of the parts of the legs already pre-printed. I already have them sectioned off, as you can tell by the red lines. That's how they're going to be put together. And I'm almost done with the leg and whatnot. This is pretty much how I do this. Very boring, very monotonous. But it does make it a lot more easier to actually build it in the long run, even though doing this part is very boring. But like I said, in the long run, it's a lot more easier to do it like this than to just do it as one whole section. As far as I know, she's going to scale out to 5'3", I believe. That's why I set her scale too. Unfortunately, I don't know how tall she is actually, because there's nothing on the wiki page. There's nothing official. I'm having to go by what people are saying how tall she is, because she is actually a little smaller than Tracer. And before someone asks why I'm not building Tracer, is because I don't like Tracer. I personally dislike her. She's very annoying and fun to kill in the mech. Oh yeah, before someone asks, are you going to build a mech for D.ve? No, I am not. That will be a whole nother pain in the ass to build. And I'm running out of room, and there'll be no way in hell I would have room to place that in my house. Even if I was somehow capable of making it actually fully transformed out to that little ball mode, where it basically blows up and whatnot. Even then, it won't even fit in my room. So I'm just going to stick with D.ve. And if I can also stick from not fudging the stupid parts I'm trying to cut, that would be nice too. It may look like a lot of components, but actually building a leg right here will probably take me about 2-3 hours. You think it'll go faster because I'm just cutting and then gluing the parts together. Unfortunately, that's not the case, because I gotta build a superstructure inside these things as I go along. That alone takes a good 15 to 30 minutes when I actually get to a point of actually needing to build a superstructure. Because basically, whenever I build the superstructures that actually hold these things together, it's a build as you go type of deal. I figure out where exactly the superstructure goes as I'm building. If anyone is like an engineer like me to an extent, they know what I'm talking about. Well, granted, people already. Well, I don't know. I'm bored. I don't know. Like I said, trying to explain how I build these things is far out of the norms for me because normally when I build these things, it's just build and go. I don't do any explaining of how to do these things because it just comes to me. I just know how to do it. I don't know why that is, but that's how it is. I'm thinking it might be because I'm autistic. Since I'm on the high end, I'm capable of handling stuff a little differently than other people, but then again, I've been building stuff for since I was like 5, I think. So I got an knack for this type of stuff. It would be nice if I can actually do an actual whole build log for this thing to actually show off how I actually build these things and actually give someone else that actually wants to build these things an idea that shows that it's actually a lot more easier than it looks. That's not to say some of these things can be hard. These things can be very hard, detail wise, and actually folding and all that other crap. It can be a pain in the ass. And of course, like I said before, and like I said in the previous video, I'm not going to be actually building anything today because I'm wanting to watch both Sony and Apple's little events today. If anyone's asking if I'm going to get an iPhone, get the next iPhone, I don't know yet. I have to look into my my phone bill plan, and everything else, and talk to my parents and see if we can figure something out. Granted, I don't think I might get it because if they remove the headphone jack, like everyone's saying, it won't be much of a good iPhone unless it has very good cameras. Because I wouldn't mind uploading in 4K every now and then. At least uploading in 4K whenever I get done building one of these things. Yay! That's now done. Now the whole next step is actually spreading out the components like I did on here on the foot. That there's gonna take a good. How long has this video been going? 7 minutes. It's gonna take me about another 15 or so to actually spread all these components out on the sheets to actually get them ready for printing. I'm not gonna do like go. I'm not gonna make this video any longer because it's of you just watching me cutting components apart and stitching them together is boring as hell. But as you can tell, the lines of the model has actually changed now. It's a lot more cleaner than this. Because this leg right here is all nasty and ganky looking, and this one's all nice and clean looking now. At the end of this is actually going to be a fairly clean looking, all these little lines and everything will be a lot more cleaner. I just really wish I could just manually delete the mesh right here, but unfortunately I can't do that, and if I do that, I don't want to fudge the current setup I have, so I'll just work around the mesh detail that I don't need. And then here comes the APP trolls. Yeah, actually, before I end this video, if you're wondering what APP is and why I keep talking about it, it's a free-to-play shooter game, somewhat like GTA 5, to where you can customize your character and car to make it look the way you want. The community is very toxic and very immature. Also the game's full of freaking cheaters, so yeah. But then again, this is my YouTube channel. I can talk about whatever I want.